Gotta add myself to the damn stage. What's up, folks? Welcome to the premiere of Say It to My Face. Wow, that the Trap Law Ross is the thing that set this entire thing off. That's bananas to me too. But let me finish getting everything set up because I'm really just out here wilding. Put this up here. Let's get it popping, shall we? Start with the live on IG. IG is ready. And let's put homeboy's name in just so. That's so everybody knows. Oops. Cut this up, shall we? Fuck this up already. Oh, there it is. Titles. And let me go get that real quick. There we go. Pardon me, I'm still getting everything together on this side. I know I suck into it. Let's kind of go start the party. What's up, everybody? Let's put this here. And let's pin this comment so everybody knows. Yep. Told you I was going live. Told you I was going to talk about it. Link in the bio, folks. Pin comment. Come on up. Let's get it popping. I told you I would. I told you we could talk about it. All those folks who had an issue with the Trap Law Ross thing, come on in. Let's get it popping. Maccology, what up? Iron Monk, what up? I Beats Music, what up? Muddy for Pro, what up? How is it? Okay. What's up? What's up, people? Link in the bio. Come on in. Let's I'm going live on IG. Let's get it popping. Let's have this discussion. A lot of people have an issue with the whole Trap Law Ross thing, and I'm not anti, but if we're gonna talk about it, let's talk about it. Keith 28, what up? What I don't want to do, what I decided that I wasn't gonna do is start talking about try to convince people in the comment section. I don't have that kind of patience at all. Miss Laney, hey, Lot Essence, what up? Love from Chicago, back at you. Funny because your town is Chicago seems to be the hot topic of the day. But it link, and I specifically want the people who had an issue with what I said in the Trap Law Ross video. Chief, I see you. Thank you. Feel free to pull up anyway though. But I really want to talk to the people who were not fucking with me, who had a huge issue with who took issue with that. I'm up here. I'm down to talk about it. But Lunchbox Bully, peace. Say it to Agate. Well, who just said that? BX80FG. Do you no need to explain nothing to nobody. I know, but I know. See, a lot of people here already agree. But BX80F_G. I want you to come. Are you saying that because you think I wouldn't say it to academics? Is that why you're saying that? Please respond. Or even better than responding here, you could hit the link in my bio and come on up over here. He isn't the only one you could say to tell the same thing to. Okay, that I get that. Pin. Okay, we got it right here. Pin. No, don't come live here, bro. Hit the link. Come on over here to StreamYard. Like, come to my YouTube right now. The links, I literally pinned the comment. You can't miss it. Just hit that link and come up here and we'll discuss it. But don't jump in here. I don't want to go back and forth over here. Like, come on up on StreamYard so I can have more than one person. If it wasn't for Trap Lord Ross, people would think he was capping. So important. Listen, folks, link in the bio, pinned comment, hit that link and talk to me live. You can barely hear me. Hit the link in the bio. Come on up here and talk to me live. I don't want to do a whole bunch of back and forth over this one specific, because if I get over here and get more than one of you guys on at a time, and I really want to have this discussion, with a few different people. And I specifically want the people who disagree with me. Like, so, too much killing going on. It seems like he's just pure entertainment. Everyone who does YouTube knows that, nigga. All right, come on, bro. Come on up here and talk. That's all I'm saying. Come on up here and talk. Like, I don't even want to do it one piece at a time. I got 3 eyes over here, 4. Okay, people starting to pile in. Hit that joint because I'm running out of space quick. It's okay for people to think it's cap. No, come on. If you think I'm capping, come on over to YouTube. Say it to my face. That's the whole thing. I don't want to just have this discussion with one person. Hands. Salute. Mike Hands. Oh, I got people coming in. Come on, you. I'm gonna run out of space. I only got room for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I think 6 people fit in this thing. Come on, y'all. The comment is pinned. The link is in the bio. Come talk live. Don't just put it in the comment section. Whoever this B is, you're gonna need to be on camera. If I can't see you, that's that coward shit that y'all keep accusing me of. Next time you come to New York, well, you ain't gotta wait for that, bro. Like, why don't you, DJ? Why don't you hop on the link and just come talk to me here? So this is way cheaper than the plane ticket. Like, come on up here, bro. Let's chop it up. Petilio. Oh, am I saying it right? Well, I might be fucking that up. Okay, so the conversation is moving over here to officially moving over to YouTube. If you're down, you got to pull up. And I especially want the people who have a problem with that interview. If you have a problem with me in that interview, I'm gonna start atting people. Like, I see your names, y'all are not being quiet. But if you have an issue, I want y'all to pull up over here and let's talk about it. Seriously, unless you're not standing on that stance as much as you claim you are outside of the internet. That could be a thing. I'm not sure, but that could be a thing. I'm not calling you a coward, but I am saying if your Twitter fingers are working more than your actual voice box thing. What up, Gat Murder? Salute. One time for the guy. I remember back in the day, you had to be there to talk about it. Yeah, that's another thing. Okay, who am I talking to? We got B, who's on mute. I don't know why. B, unmute yourself. Maybe I can do it for you. Can't unmute because they chose to mute themselves. Okay, you're on mute. I can't take you off. You have to do it. Mechology, what up? Pull up.
What's good?
Salute. What did you say that was wrong? I have no idea. I'm asking the people who believe I was wrong to come on over here so we can talk about it. That's the whole point of this discussion. Okay, who wants to go first?
Man, I'm just coming back off of touring, and I just saw you. It's been a minute, my brother. Like, it's been a long minute. Pause. You know what I'm saying? Like, the
They're gonna
last
think
time
I'm
I saw
sleeping in a
you,
wheel, bro.
yeah, the last time I saw you was when we was at Waz's birthday party from the Rough Riders.
Oh my god, that was like 6-7 years ago.
Years ago, right, man? Like, but we've been keeping up with each other. But yo, man, I've been on tour overseas. I'm just now getting back, bro.
Do
But
you
yeah,
know
I'm
what
just trying.
you know what this thing is about? This whole thing that I'm doing right now.
No,
You
and
know?
that's the thing. I'm trying to figure out what's it about, so I can discuss it. You know what I'm saying? So
Okay, well, I had a conversation. I had a interview on what's this got to do with the chat? Well, come on over. I'll explain everything. I had a conversation. We had an interview with a dude named Trap Law Ross and Adam 22 on the show.
okay,
Trap Law Ross is most known, most recognized for doing documentaries on hip hop artists, but he mostly profiles like the truth behind their lyrics. I guess I was. And where he and I got into it was I held him the task on what his responsibility would be for covering King Von's murders. And he has a lot of information in the documentary. If you watch it, he goes from head to toe. He confirms how many people Von has actually killed, et cetera, et cetera. And I got a lot of backlash from that. If you go over to my Instagram, you'll see like you can actually watch a clip. And I got a lot of backlash from that. So what I wanted to do was in the spirit of, I might be wrong, change my mind, show me what I said that, you have a real ill problem with, because a lot of people were not just having an issue with me, but some people were being downright rude, a little bit disrespectful, which was crazy, but I digress. Whoever wants to talk about it, I'm here
okay,
and talk
I
about it.
eh, okay, and I know you, like when you do when you I tell people this, when you conduct an interview. Like you go through everything that's facts, but you also ask questions. If you're wrong, you're wrong. But you admit that you're wrong, but with the information you will provide, it's more what you'll call saying, you know, hey, everybody wants to know. Now, for the dude speaking upon King Bond's murder, to be honest, my G, and I'm gonna keep it a buck, and I'm from the Midwest, and my family's from the Shaw. Nobody should be talking about that shit. I'm just being real,
Hmm.
because that's like some gang political shit. That's just me. And and everybody from the Shaw who are BDs, whatever, they will say the same thing. How is this person going to speak upon King Von and BDs and all that type shit? And he's not affiliate. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, it's really deep, and sometimes it can get deeper than that.
B, hold on one second, Pete.
Mhm.
You're on mute. If you wanted to say something, I can't hear you. You put yourself on mute. Are you on mute on purpose, or you just biding your time? Because I want you to be able to pull up if you want, but I can't hear anything you're saying right now. You're on mute. And let me see if anybody else is pulled up and wants to have this conversation. Y'all are
Man,
delusional, thinking no one should speak about something niggas publicly do. DV Devirius the Great. You're talking in the comment section, King. I'm giving you a platform to come up here and say that. Why would you just? I don't want to respond back to words. If that's how you feel and you can stand on that, the way I'm standing on mine, please, I
mhm.
welcome you. The link is in the bio. The comment, the pinned comment is the link that almost made it past me. Bro, if you feel like that, please come up here and say something. Like I'm here for it. I'm calling for all the smoke. All the smoke. There's a lot of people in the comment section right now that agree with me. I deeply respect that. But I want respectfully. I want to talk to the people who disagree with me. And if
Okay.
you disagree, please come on up here. Like please. Like let's talk about it right now. Please.
And the video is on your the video that you
It's on
conducted
my
the interview
Instagram
with.
right now. A clip of it is on my IG right now. You can go up there and
Okay,
look.
yeah. Let me
Why,
go look
why
at
don't
it
you
real
go
quick.
look? Why don't you go look and spin the block? Come on back. I'll talk to B in the meantime.
My man. I'll be right back.
I got you. Come on up. B, what up? You ready to come off mute? You look like you might have a lot going on over there. You cool? I can't unmute you. You'd have to do it yourself.
I got you.
There we go. What's good, King? Talk to me.
Bro, I 100% was agreeing with what you were saying. I think all of those guys' talking points. It reminded me when Adam was up on Joe Budden, and Joe Budden's like, "Oh, the very day that Kevin Samuels passed, the first thing you did was just start uploading clips from your interview that you didn't have." He had, and Adam even admitted, like, "Hey, I had a Kevin Samuels interview. We never clipped it up. We had the full interview. As soon as it was confirmed that he passed, he's posting. He's cutting it up and posting." And it's like their whole thing is they look at it from a business aspect and not this could be a detriment somewhere else. Like even with the Trap Lord Ross, I'm making it look like, and I'm not somebody that I didn't like King Von. I didn't. I'll say this: I didn't learn about King Von till his last album, and his last album might have been out a month before he passed away.
Hold on 1 second. Jossie, I see you in the comments. Big Indian Jossie. I told you I was going live at 8 o'clock. It's after 8 o'clock. I'm live. The link is in the bio, and the comment that I pinned, that's the link to pull up. Don't talk here. We had a quick text back and forth. Jossie is the homie. He's an attorney, and he does not agree with my stance. So I would really, really very much like him to pull up. And Jossie, I see you commenting here. And if you comment in here, it means you can comment here. So please pull up and let's have this talk, not just for us, but for everybody. Let's keep the same energy that we got all over the place. B, I'm a circle right back to you. Dale, do you have you got something you want? I saw you pull up.
Yeah, I don't think that you should be receiving backlash. I just don't, because you said what you said in the interview. I mean, you done your job, whatever, you know. And if people don't agree with you on certain amount of things, just think before you backlash at people. You know what I'm saying? Like, backlashing is bad. It's bad for the business. It's bad for the industry of what you're doing. You know what I mean? If people didn't like it, they shouldn't have commented, you know, on it, because it's like what you said there. What you said there is what you said. So I don't understand why people would backlash you when you've been in the business with Buster, when you've done your job and everything. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're a good man. So keep
Dale,
doing what you're doing.
I'm with you. I thank you for the support, like dead ass. I thank you for your support 100%. I think you're right, but you agree with me. I know you don't want me to receive the backlash, but bro, I'm here for this. You dig what I mean? Like, I'm not. I don't want people yelling at me in the comment section and just talking crazy and, you know, talking all kinds. I
Because
get it.
you don't deserve that. You know what I'm saying? You don't deserve it at
No,
all.
they don't feel that way. They feel like I do deserve it. And if that's how they feel, I want them to come up. The only thing I ask, if you feel that way about me, say it to my face. And I'm not asking you to want to fight with me or want to tussle with me. And I'm not promoting no kind of violence. I don't want to fight nobody. But if you really don't like it to that point, to the point that I'm seeing all the things that I'm seeing, all I ask is that you come up here, and if you really feel that strongly, I had people call me a coward. Oh, you a coward? You only pressing him because he's a white boy. I'm down to explain all of that, but you got to get face to face. I'm not going to talk about it in the comment section. I'm not going to do that. You got to talk to me like a man. You got
like man to man.
Yo,
yeah. You
so
can't.
yo,
You can't. Who's speaking?
ADF, what's popping? No disrespect to you. I think what some people feel, there's no different from him than DJ Academics. There's no difference.
Okay.
And if you really want to be
Okay.
honest, Academics done it way worse. He fueled the
Okay.
beef.
But
He
but
literally
the issue with academics hasn't been up there though.
no, but they're in the media. So my point is, you can speak
People
out.
critic a lot of
Hold on,
people
hold on, hold on,
criticize
hold on, hold on,
academics.
Hold on. You gotta
hold
let him
on,
finish.
hold on,
B. You
hold
gotta let
on,
him
hold
finish.
on, hold on. My point is, we've let academics use, especially Chicago beef, as part of his rise to fame, and people in the media did not speak out and say, "Yo,
Sir, sir,
hold
sir.
on, yo,
You gotta let him finish, King. You gotta be. I get you,
hold
but you gotta
on."
let. Hold on, Ada. Hold on 1 second. What I'm gonna do? I'm gonna mute everybody and let you cook. Cool. I'm gonna mute everybody and let you cook. Everybody mute. We gonna mute everybody and let my man cook. Let him speak. I don't want to cut anybody off while we talking.
If I say something, if I say a lie, please correct me and I'll apologize. But I don't think I'm lying. DJ Academics used Chicago beef as a main catalyst for his rise to fame. That's why people like Wale spoke out against him. What's my man Vic Mensa spoke out against him. So if you mad at Trap Law, you gotta be mad at Academics also, who still is a catalyst for fueling beef. That's exactly what the whole issue is. Trap Law did one huge thing. He did a whole lot of research. He talked about a lot of stuff that people in Chicago already know. It's not a bunch of secrets to a degree. But if you're gonna be mad at him, then you have to be mad there. You have to be mad at people like Adam 21. I'm
Good,
Adam
G.
22, excuse me. Adam 22, who brings different sides of the gang side of LA on and lets them talk their beef towards other people. If you're gonna be mad at one, be mad at everybody else. I don't think you
Okay.
deserve any disrespect, any threats. But the whole thing is, if you're gonna shoot one way, shoot every way. That's
Okay.
all it is.
Now,
That's all it is.
I hear you. I heard you clearly. I hear you clearly. Now, is it your position that I co-sign or I'm okay with what Academics does?
No.
Okay. Is it your position that during that interview I should have shouted out Academics while I'm talking to Ross?
I think when you were using examples, I think you should have talked about everybody and said that all of that is wrong. Because I
Okay.
think that people just felt like you were just directing it at him because of
Get you.
how
I
he
get you.
looked, white kid.
And no. And here we are at the beginning of one of the main arguments that people have for me. That I don't have that energy for other people. So I'll explain it to you on behalf of everybody else who's listening. I don't shout out people who are not in front of me to defend themselves. And I don't want to take away from who I'm focused on to start mentioning somebody else who's, again, not here to defend themselves. I don't co-sign what I've seen Academics done. And to your own point, people in the culture have also taken him to task for what he's done. You just mentioned a couple of people who got at him because they didn't dig what he did, right? So there are those of us who don't support that and who have never supported that. But when I'm having a discussion with somebody who's right in front of me, the same way I wouldn't let B cut you off just now, I'm not going to cut off that discussion to bring somebody else into it when I'm asking you to answer for you specifically. Something I saw you do is not okay because somebody else did. But just to answer your question, the reason I didn't come at anybody else during that talk is because they're not there to defend themselves, and I don't believe in throwing jabs and hiding my hand. I believe in if I'm gonna say something right here in front of me, you can answer back. But I'm also not gonna make Trap respond back or answer for what another man does. I'm not gonna make him do that either. I asked him specifically about himself, and if you watch the whole interview, he kept his thing was, well, you don't say that to the labels, you don't say that to the artists. What about? And one of the reasons why I kind of got out of my cool a little bit is because, bro, I'm talking to you. I'm talking to you about you. Don't bring up somebody. I'm talking to you. I want to hear about nobody else. I'm talking to you. Why do you keep bringing up somebody else? That's like if you stole my money and I, run down on you. You sitting there talk about, well, this dude stole your money the other day and the bank steals your money all the time. And you don't say nothing to them. Bro, I'm talking to you. So that's the response on that. Jossie, please pull over to this other thing here, bro. Like you on this thing. The link, there's a link in the bio. If you have StreamYard or in YouTube, you can come over to either one of these. Yes, yeah. Pull up, so I can talk to you.
Man,
I see you. My man, the lawyer that I told y'all about is sitting here barbecuing on my Instagram live. He don't want to get away from these chops and shit he got cooking. This man got all kinds of like baked chicken and shit.
And man, he ain't inviting us to the cookout.
He ain't inviting nobody to the cookout. He's over here having a ball.
Hey
Pull
man,
up.
yo.
Yeah, I'm hungry too. This motherfucker over here just living the life. Get off my stream, man. Get out of here. You're fucking up the fun way. I ain't even got a sandwich in front of me. This dude got all
right.
Albanian rapper.
Yeah.
Albanian rapper. Talk to me.
Yeah, no, I appreciate it, man. I appreciate you having this debate on the StreamYard. I'm just grabbing the lighter right now, but I agree with you on certain things, but I don't want to say like I agree with you on like there's different takes you can take on it. Like,
let's skip to the parts you don't agree with.
Well, no. It's not that I don't agree, but I do see why there's an avenue for this. Like, you stop trap lord, there's gonna be another trap lord. So how do you really get people to see what they're doing? Like, I wouldn't hang out with nobody like Trap Lord. I wouldn't do that myself. But I could look at it and say, wow, I see why he's doing that. It made sense that he's from London or UK doing that because he's just so far detached from the culture that he's able to do something like that. But at the end of the day, he did bring a lot of light to the situation. Well, Von Von didn't want that, but he did bring a lot of light to like, all right, this guy's not just talking like, he's not like, I'm not trying to play Rich the Kid, but it's like you can't compare Von to Rich the Kid and when it comes to like cap rap. And I'm not saying that makes him better or worse, but I'm sure Von would, appreciate, his stripes that he got. And I'm not saying that what he did was cool or
I know. I don't take it that way. I don't take it that way. Let me ask you a question. And let me make sure I think I know what the question is.
Yeah.
Because I'm not sure there was a question. You said you see why he's covering that whole Vaughn thing, right? Okay, here's my thing. This is gonna get a little convoluted, but I want you to write with me here. It's not
I just want to add one more thing.
Hold on one second. Hold on. Everybody over here on Instagram, go to my page. Go to the bio. It's right there. It literally says Trap Lord Ross, say it to my face. Just head over there. I had the comment, actually had the link. I don't know what I did with the. Oh, I guess when I went live, the link left. Go over. You can't.
The link is still in your bio.
Yeah, the link's still on my bio. I had the comment pinned over here, but I guess when I went live, it unpinned itself. But please, and please, the people who have a problem with it, I want to talk to y'all. Y'all are so loud in the comment section.
Yeah, it's crazy, right?
Y'all so loud in the comment section. I'm right here for you to talk to. You can say all that slick shit right here to my face, right here to my ugly mug, and y'all won't do it. Come on, man, pull up. If all these people had a problem, where did everybody go?
It's a good debate. It's a good debate though, because there's so many people out there that's detached from the cult. Like, to me, that's snitching. What he did was snitching. Like, I couldn't be around my friends. I couldn't show my face if I did something like that. It's like they want to look at. Yeah.
Let me tell you the problem. Let me tell you my issue with the whole thing. I'm not anti anybody doing journalism, right? But there's responsible journalism and there's irresponsible journalism. I asked him what I felt his level of accountability or responsibility is with this thing, and he told me none. And I disagree with that, because the issue is when you're talking about something that happened in the past, the news 9 times out of 10 is reporting on things that already happened and they're done now, and now we're looking for the result or the consequence. Somebody robbed the bank, you want to go get the guy who robbed the bank. Somebody did this, you want to go get that guy. The difference, what I believe the difference is when it comes to a situation like what Trap Law Ross is doing, is that these situations are very active, right? The people who Von is responsible for killing, they're still alive. They're still in the hood. They haven't moved. They haven't been able to get away from that city in those circumstances. They're still right there, right?
Even if
There
Von
are
could, exactly. Even if Von could get
there are
away.
repercussions, and that situation, it doesn't just stop. It reverberates throughout that hood. There's still active gang members. So when I asked him, what's your response? I don't know. When I said to him, I don't know how many people, how many deaths might come from what you just did. He said, are you trying to say I got bodies? What I was going to respond to him was, you're not in town long enough to see if anything bad happens from your report.
And the thing is, this is the thing. There was a big the best example for that is Ransom and Joe Budden and Vlad being in the middle of that. They Joe Budden literally said, yo, you recorded my friend getting hands put on him. If we go back, like, this is just going to keep escalating. You don't have to be around it no more.
Right,
So,
and that's the other point. Hold on one second. I got Jossie. Again, I'm starting this conversation off the right way. This is my friend. Understand? And Jossie's not on my side, but this is my friend. This is my guy. He disagrees with what I said, but he's a good friend of mine. He's a social activist. He's an attorney. Like, this is a homie of mine. But I want y'all to know, going into this thing, he does not agree with everything I said. So I want to give the floor to him. Everybody put yourself on mute. We're going to let Jossie cook. Everybody, I don't want nobody cutting in when Jossie starts talking.
Hey,
sir, the floor is all yours.
peace, bro. I love you.
Salute.
I love what you do. I love the conversation. The conversation is the most important part. If we're not having the conversation is valuable. So irrespective, I believe, of what side a person comes out on, the fact that we're having this conversation is big, because I don't think that we're having this conversation. Now, Mech, friendly amendment. It's not that I disagree with you. It's that I believe that we have to
Crap,
expand.
where the people who disagree with me? No, I'm fucking with you.
Listen.
Come on, I'm fucking with you. Come on.
Listen. Which isn't to say that you're not wrong, but you're also not right. See, we got to expand this conversation. We got to be able to say, okay, yes, Trap Lord Ross, you're definitely, as you said in text, outsider, visitor. You're a tourist. You get the opportunity to come in and come out safely, and nothing's going to touch you. Fair enough. However, I believe that we have to hold people within our own communities that are insiders to the same standard or a higher standard. And the reason why is because nobody, not one single person that's one of my clients, not one single person that's one of the kids that I coach, not none of my children are looking up to this goofy white boy. Nobody's going to try to emulate this goofy white boy. However, when you get a King Von, when you get a Future, Pluto, when you get a Trippy Red, and they're talking about drugs, they're talking about whatever they're talking about, violence, my kids, the kids that I coach, they're directly vulnerable to aspire to be like those people. And I understand what you said about not bringing other people into that conversation. But my point is that I believe that we should have, or you, who has this beautiful platform and does an amazing job and has always done an amazing job as a journalist, should hold every single person that comes onto your amazing show to the same group,
Okay. Come, Sick. I got you. Sick. Give me 2 seconds. Let me get this part of the conversation up and popping. But Sick, I got you. I'm gonna bring you in. Specifically back over here on Instagram, I'm looking for the people who disagree with me. I got your names. I collected those names. I could ask you all. Come on, do the right thing. Don't make me call you out because you was super loud.
I got a
now
question though too. If you're done, you still got the. No, I don't want to cut you off. I got a question.
Give me 2 seconds. Let me address Jossie. Because he's not wrong. Here's my response to that. I've given pushback to almost everyone who's been on the show within reason, right? And when I say within reason, I even gave pushback to Trap Lord Ross within reason. If you watch the whole episode, which most of the people who are critiquing me didn't do, you'll hear me tell him, I don't think you wake up in the morning with the intentions of fucking over the black community and causing all this death and destruction and chaos. I don't think that's what you're doing. I'm not holding you accountable for that. I'm asking you what your level of accountability is. Now, to get around to the idea that we need to hold everyone accountable, absolutely right. Absolutely right. If anybody saw the episode with me and Fabio Foreign, I held him accountable for the stuff he did, and we argued about his approach to what he's doing. I let it know that I'm not a fan of that specific kind of music because it in real time affects children. It doesn't. Trap Lord Ross profiling somebody like King Von and doing a story on someone like King Von, the way he did it, which may have been the most responsible way he could think of to do it. But the fact is, Jossie, our children, our specific children in these communities that are underserved and fucked over, we don't have the same conditions as other children. Attention is the new currency to these kids. You dig what I'm saying? Attention is the new currency, not money, not it's fame, it's clout. They move heaven and earth to be famous. They move heaven and earth to get clout. Anyone who makes any specific thing look sexy that they can achieve with no real level of talent, if they can just get to this spot and get all this attention, then it's all worth it. And if there's a kid on the fence and he thinks that spinning the block, going after his ops, being like King Von is the thing that's going to get him any kind of fame and love, then they're going to do that. And we need to be sensitive to the fact that our children are moving this way, and we need to take steps. We need to take steps. We can't just let it, well, nobody else is affected like that, so why do you care? Why do you talk? And the reason why I don't shout other people out on the show is, again, they're not in front of me to defend themselves. They're not to defend themselves. Number one. Number two, it would be hypocritical of me, I think, to challenge an artist who's making money, making a living from his own trauma, his own stories. I don't promote it. I don't tell him that I'm cool with it. But if it's already been done, if he's talking about his past and he's talking about his previous conditions that created the person he is right now, and he's found a way to monetize that, as sick as the world is that we live in, if this is the new norm, then I can argue with that when that dude shows up. That's number two. Number three, most people think that these rappers are lying. 90% of the people listening to this music do not believe that these guys are telling the truth when they're talking about doing X, Y, Z, A, B, and C, 1, 2, and 3, except in drill music. That's the only place where
that's my question.
Telling the truth. Somebody said something? Did I freeze? I might have frozen. Ooh, I might have just frozen. I think I froze.
Good. You ain't froze.
Okay. I froze on my end.
That was my question. Like, what if Trap Lord?
I can't hear you, bro.
Yeah, I was just saying. That's my question. What if Trap Lord? I said, really, the question was really, what if Trap? My question is, what if Trap Lord exposed that King Von was really a killer, and somebody looked at that and was like, nah, that's not what I want to be. I mean, there is that could happen. Maybe it's a scarcity, but
first thing first, I don't like dealing too tough in that level of hypothetical, but the fact is, the fact is, I don't think people who are on the fence about being murderers are swayed by music. I think desperation creates most of the people that we're talking about. Now, King Von was a sociopath. That's a different level of sick. That's not something that's caused by a condition. That's, I mean, caused by like your.
But
I guess it can be caused by your environment. I don't know.
I'll be honest with you, with my age and stuff, like with 50 Cent, when he was popping, it was like that it made sense to me. It was like, oh, like a lot of the stuff he's talking about some real stuff, and he's really talking about. I'm not gonna say he's rapping what he's living. It's not the point. But the point is if somebody was to jump out off the porch and say, yeah, I'm doing this, yeah, I'm doing that, but not realizing what kind of mess they're getting themselves into, and maybe today it's that, but I don't see it. I see everybody trying to. It's like attitude era. It's like everybody's trying.
Okay, we're talking about somebody who came out in the 2000s versus somebody who's coming out now. That's number one. Number two, every artist is allowed for their first album to talk about all the horrific shit they did, because if you're telling your life story, then this first album is a documentary of your life between point A and point B. So if that was your life from point A to point B, then there it is. And I'm not one to judge you or talk about what you went through that created the kind of person you are. I can get at you if you're still pushing that exact same narrative, or you tell me what you're doing to counter that, because most of these guys say one thing in their music and then say another in interviews. And they'll tell you that they're trying to be positive, they're trying to be this, they're trying to be that. And I don't believe it's hard for me to hold someone's past against them, but we are talking about albums. We are talking about albums that someone created from when they were broke to when they got on and when we finally heard this album. People go through all kinds of horrific things. Artistic license takes place. My issue with Trap Lord Ross was not that he didn't, it's not necessarily about what he's doing, but the fact that he believes there's zero accountability. He's not doing anything wrong whatsoever.
That's a good point.
No harm coming from what he's doing. That's my biggest issue. Hold on, Sick Biz, I'm gonna get you in here right now. Dale, I'm gonna bring you down. Sick, I'm gonna bring you up.
I got a buddy. If I send my buddy
my Instagram tomorrow,
he won't even listen. He won't even click.
We'll talk.
He gets mad at me. He gets mad at me for sending him any academic stuff. So I wish there was more of that, but I don't see it. Like, I know we're talking about Trap Lord Ross, but it's the same thing, really. But the point is there are some people that just ignore it or just, look down on it, or just like, why did he do? I mean, your point is super valid, but the other side is there too, and you can't stop it.
Okay, we're gonna start with you. 6 minutes. Hold on. P, I'm gonna rotate right back around. 6 minutes in the comment section. I know he wants to talk. Everybody mute. Let's give Sick the floor. Come on, bro. Talk it up.
So this is my thing. Us as a people, like, yeah, I do agree with you on your opinion of Trap Lord Ross. He should hold more accountability. But this is my thing. Us as a people, we get to point in that.
Hold on. Everybody else mute. Yeah, somebody's talking, and it's up loud. Sick, is that you? You got a lot of things in the background?
Nah, it ain't me. I should quiet.
Mute. Okay, go ahead. Try it again. I don't want anybody interrupting.
So this is my thing about people. Like, I do agree with your opinion on Trap Lord Ross. He should hold more accountability. But us as a people, we do this thing. We have no problem with the whole world profiting off our culture, even if it's the bad parts. As soon as somebody that looks like us does it, then we want to throw stones. No. The whole point of this was Trap Lord Ross. DJ Academics is part of the culture by default because of his skin. So he's allowed to profit, and I ain't mad. Yes, he should hold a little accountability. Yes, we get all that. But then it falls into that 1090 Jake thing. It's like, as we sit here and we shun academic, because as soon as you say Trap Lord Ross, we get to academic, because we get to hating ourselves. We get to hating ourselves more. We get to making it look corny. So maybe some black kid can't be the next Trap Lord Ross, who has a part of the culture. You know what I'm saying? And these kids, these white dudes love it because at the end of the day, they get off to it. they John Wick. They see Ron and think John Wick. It's a movie but real life. So they make that weird connection. I
Malachi,
think
close your
that
door, please.
I think that all of them white dudes should be shunned from giving their opinion, because when you give your opinion and people watch it, you are
Marcus is
gonna
too
do
loud.
cause and effect. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna make an effect on these kids. It's gonna incite violence. It might cause these things. At least if it's gonna be caused and it's gonna happen,
Oh, that's sure.
let it reflect. Let it be reflected by somebody that looks like it, somebody that can relate
Really,
to it.
Marcus?
Like, you know what I mean? So I think that when the white dude do it,
He's doing it
and
purposely.
he get to like dissecting the culture, it kind of waters it down and almost makes it look fake, not real. Like, nah, there's real kids dying. There's real consequences to these actions. There's real stories. These are real people. At least let it look back and it reflect us, not be controlled. The narrative be controlled by Chop Little Ross. He white. The way he whipped it sounded like a movie because he white. There was no empathy in it. There's no, you know what I'm saying? So I get what you're saying. I totally agree with you on that part. Like, 1090 Jake need to be black. Ross need to be black. If you ain't black, you can't reflect this skin color. Spanish all the way down. You shouldn't be talking about it. Period.
Hey, Mac,
So
I think that
you
sound
sound
is
like you
coming from somebody
pretty
in the
much
lobby.
sounds like you pretty much agree with me.
Yeah, I
Hey,
agree
yo,
with you, hands
Gutty.
down. Hands down.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, hey, yeah, cause we can hear you, Phil.
Yo, Mac, I think that sound is coming from somebody from the lobby that's waiting. You know how there's like a batter's box.
You might
Oh,
be right. You might be right. Good eye, bro. Good eye on that. Let me check into that. So
yeah.
somebody just
No,
lost.
I mean,
Okay, so we got on the floor for somebody else.
yeah,
Go ahead. Go ahead.
yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna
Gutsy, I'm
piggyback
coming
for
to you after. You heard? Gutsy, I'm coming to you right after.
yeah,
All
cause
right.
I yeah, cause I heard what everybody said. Let me go ahead and say this, man. And I mean, it may sound disrespectful, but yo, man, we grown folks here. First of all, like I tell a white person like this dude. First of all, he's not from Chicago. Two, he has no right to speak upon a culture, nor more so a place that he's never fucking been to. Period.
It's scared to
Like
go
that's
to.
like how motherfuckers would like be like coming from overseas talking about Jay Dilla. I'll be like, nigga, you're not from Detroit, you're not from Conant Gardens, you didn't grow up with him. All the shit that you saying, everybody's been saying a long time ago. But then motherfuckers want to go ahead and like start adding more shit. No, 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 that's some shit you just don't fucking do. And it's like you said, Mac, and I mean, I respect what you just said. Like certain people have no right to speak upon anything, but also you're gonna hold them accountable for their own actions. Now, if that person don't want to hold accountability of their own actions, then they should not be speaking upon it. That's automatically because it's like you can wind up he can
Everybody,
wind up starting a beef from like some niggas from O Block to some GDs, and it'll be like another GD and BD fucking set. You know what I'm
And
saying?
honestly,
Over for what
honestly,
he
when Act did
over the
it,
shit that he said, and he
when
has no right to fucking do so. And
when
I'll be
Act
like,
did
dude,
it,
have you been to
hold
I'll
on.
be like, have you been to the South Side of Chicago? Have you been to the Wild 100s? Have you been to 87th and Cottage Grove? Have you been to 63rd and Whitworth? The answer to that is no. But I'll be like, well, nigga, how the fuck you gonna speak upon a culture that you're not familiar with? That's like me going to fucking England talking about bricks and a whole bunch of other shit. You know what I'm saying? That I'm not
Here's
familiar
my
with.
issue. Here's my issue. Here's my issue. It's not for me. It's not even a matter of have you been to these places. If not, you haven't earned the right to talk. Let me say this for everybody listening. We as black people have issues. We have a lot of issues, right? I don't blame a white man, this man, that man for our specific shit, but I know where our issues come from. And sometimes it is the white man that's to blame, sometimes it's the black man to blame. However, my beef with this entire thing is I'm being asked to give grace to somebody from outside of our culture. I'm being asked to give them more grace than I would give to somebody who's inside the culture. That's number one. Number
that's what I
two,
was saying.
I'm being gotten at for not keeping the same energy with the artists who come on when they're not doing the same thing. They're not doing the same thing. We're not talking these artists are promoting death and destruction in their music. Bro, what makes you think I don't get at them? What you tell me you only watch the clips without telling me you only watch the clips. You're not watching the episodes. I've given energy back to everybody who's come through there one way or another. Either it's, yo, where are you moving to in the future? We know you're not on that kind of time right now. What are you planning on doing next? Are you evolving? You're not that street dude anymore. What happens now? Do you have any regrets? I try to get at that shit because I can't hold them accountable for shit that they've already done. Trap Lord Ross is doing this now. This is happening right now. This is in real time. People dealing with whatever repercussions come from his reports, and that's part of my issue. Like it's multifaceted. It's multifaceted, but I just wanted to give the people who have an issue with the things I'm saying a chance to come on and air the grievances out. Hold on 1 second, Sick. Gutsy, I told you I was going to get to you. Come on, brother. Get your piece.
What's going on, man? Salute. I've interviewed Trap Lord 1-2 times, man. That's my guy. I coming from Canada too, it's weird, but I don't really see the issue. Unless somebody goes to jail. Now, if somebody gets charged, convicted for one of the videos that he does, then to me, okay, like,
But,
you know what I'm saying? Somebody really needs to page him. But I
brother,
feel like
brother. But what if his video? What if his
no,
video?
it's cool. No, let him ask. Let
No,
him ask.
no, because this is the thing that I think you were trying to say in the original. What if that video led to retaliation in that city? Forget jail. What if that video led to somebody having something happen to them in that city where he is not from and he doesn't go to?
And because his skin color will never be affected by it.
But not even just that. Why would that video earn the retaliation? And even if too, we got to look at. I look at it like what even started it. If these guys weren't already beefing and putting certain stuff online in their music, would he even have like the energy to put out these videos to do that?
Gutsy. This is part of the
That's
problem.
like me reporting on child trafficking because it's there. My fault.
No. That's
chill.
cool.
No. Everybody chill. This is part of the problem. Number one, I'm sick of blame shifting. I was talking to him about him. Don't talk to me about other people while I'm talking to you about you.
Facts.
Don't bring somebody else up. Don't sit here and talk to me about, well, what about the things that they're doing? And if they weren't doing it, we couldn't even talk about it. Bro, I'm talking to you about you.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to hear about nobody else. That's a good way for you to blame shift and get out the way when I'm actually addressing you. That's number one. It irritates me when people do shit like that. That's number one. Number two, what repercussions could come from a video? We're dealing with gangsters who are actually children, and children who just want fame and attention, and they will do anything for fame and attention. And if they think somebody like Trap Lord Ross might talk about them, they might end up on the internet in any way, shape, or form. They're willing to do it. We're dealing with a generation of kids who film themselves committing crimes.
Of course, yeah.
You telling me they don't want attention? They want attention, bro. And if we're feeding that monster, they'll do anything to hit that fix, including some heinous shit. And in the end of the day, I'm not saying every kid is going to do that. What I'm saying is it's not even worth the ones who might think about trying to do that.
Like if your favorite rapper was King Von.
Hold on.
Let Gutsy respond.
Okay.
My whole thing is, okay, like the documentary style videos like that he does, the only knock I give to him, and which I spoke to him about, is I feel like he doesn't do any positive ones. Like most of them are just all negative. If he threw in a couple of positive ones, I feel like he's doing the whole thing justice. But I feel like just by like focusing on the negative, I can understand why he gets the backlash that he does. But it's like, as a content creator, it's hard for me. Like I'm not gonna lie, for a content creator, it's hard for me to just look at it like, damn, like he's just putting out content.
This is another thing.
Everybody stop.
Can I say one thing?
No, but that's all it is. No, I was really done. It was just more like, as a content creator, I don't really see the problem in it. I get what you're saying, though. I definitely get where I'm saying, where people love the clout. They look at different pages, blog sites, whatever it is, and they're like, hey, well, maybe I can do that and I can get on that page. But it's like, it sucks, but it's like, shit.
You want me to explain it to you?
Yeah, for sure.
Okay, here's the number one. Do you have any brothers or sisters?
Yeah. I got brothers, sisters, kids, all that.
Okay, let's stick to the brothers and sisters. You ever argue with them?
All the time.
Okay. When you argue with them, do you call them names?
Yeah.
Okay. Some pretty disrespectful names, might be lighthearted names, but you're calling them names, right?
Yeah.
Okay. If I called your sister the exact same thing you called her the last time y'all got in an argument, what would you do to me?
I wouldn't do anything. My sister's old and she's aggressive, so I can understand why certain people would get at her and say something. But I wouldn't. Again,
I don't even know how to explain
now,
that.
That just sounded crazy.
That sounded crazy.
That sounded crazy.
That's his opinion. That's his opinion.
No, but no. I'm gonna be real with you.
Yo, can I say one thing?
If you got physical, if you got physical or you made a threat, that's different. But if you're calling her name, hey, don't go for it. She's that.
Okay. Do you ever threaten your brothers and sisters?
No, I don't do that. I don't do the threatening thing. Words are very, very strong. I don't threaten. I don't like to.
So you've never gotten into a physical altercation with any of your brothers and sisters?
Oh, yeah. I've gotten into a physical altercation with my brothers.
Stop dancing around. If I did the exact same thing to one of your siblings that you did to them, what would you do to me?
Again, like I said, if it was a threat, yes, we would have to. I would page you. I would be like,
Stop right there. You know why you do that? Because some things are cool inside the family that ain't cool outside the family. Some things, the way that I treat my brothers and my sisters, you don't get to do, nigga. You don't live here. You're not in this house. You don't get to talk to them the way I talk to them because you ain't got the same relationship with them as I do.
I feel like
you don't. It's not based out of nothing when you do it. It's based on something different when I do it. And the answer to that, and the reason why I say that, Gutsy, is because yes, the content that comes, the content that's being made, the content that's being monetized, a lot of that shit is miserable. A lot of that shit is terrible. There are people who would rather stop and two people hugging in the middle of the street, nobody cares. Two people fighting in the middle of the street, everybody stops and pull their camera out. Yes, we as Black people have a lot of dysfunctional shit that we should not be proud of doing and we should not be happy monetizing. However, we as Black people in this country have a long history of people who don't look like us making money from the worst parts of our culture, the worst aspects of our personality, and the worst things we do to each other. Chill, B. The worst things we do to each other. And I'm not okay with that. I'm not okay with any of it. But I'm definitely not okay with that. And the reason you saw me give him the energy I did is because he was the one sitting in front of me. Nobody else was. I can't call up the rappers that he's talking to and point my finger at them when they're not there. He's there. I'm asking him about them. I didn't ask him to answer for other rappers. I asked him to answer for what he did.
Yeah, I just want
to let me say one thing.
What about AI? What about AI? Like, what if
so? Let me comment on Gutsy real quick.
Whoa. Everybody chill. We're gonna go in order.
Yeah, I appreciate it. What if Trap Lords made it?
Hold on. Not yet. Everybody. I need y'all to rock with me here, man. I'm trying to keep some kind of order here. B, you go first because you was trying to cut in before. You go first.
This is my thing. On top of, and I think he has an accent. I don't know if he's from here.
He's from the UK.
Exactly. So what the thing is like, and I'm not excusing nothing that happened this week, but it's weird that CNN can get a Puff video, but they can't get a Weinstein video or a whoever. And it's like we keep seeing like these people profiting, like a TMZ or whoever profiting off of our downfall, and they would never let academics, no matter how you think about academics can't put out a video of Eminem smacking no girl. That's taken down immediately. That's striked immediately. Like, and I'm not an academics fan, but if Vlad got his hands on one of our rappers doing something, it's just it's the double standard. I think is the frustration more so.
We don't have a double standard. We have a standard. Things operate the way they're supposed to, and everybody's not privy to the exact same things. It's not a double standard, bro. We're not in the same position.
Facts.
We're not in the same position for it to be a double standard. It's not like what applies to them applies to us. We live under different conditions. We come from different places. We deal with different aspects. Our culture is different. It is no double standard. It's just a fucking standard. And the fact is, we do shit to each other.
That's foul. That's foul.
That we should not be doing, that other races don't necessarily have to deal with in the same way, but we have also been subject to conditions that they haven't been subject to.
But they got foul things over there too. We just don't never.
No, you're not hearing. I'm not saying anybody is listening.
I get exactly what you're saying.
Culture is subject to fuck shit. We only pay attention to ours because we're the sexy ones and we're involved in our shit. We might ISIS colder, but
there you go. There you go. Now I really get what you said, because we aren't. They are. Everybody loves us and they're involved in everything that we do. We don't. I'm a football fan. I didn't get the Taylor Swift thing in the NFL this past season, but it made them a lot of money. So I get what
Hold on.
Yeah. Go ahead. Everybody mute. Let Sick go. Sick, and then Albania. You right after.
So Gutsy, let's put it like this, right? You've interviewed Trap Lord Ross a couple of times, which means you in the same bracket as him. But yet that he get the views and all the shit. It's that thing. When he get the posting because he ain't never wore this skin before, he's privy to leaving all those things that you as a black man might be like, that's a little crazy. Do I want to call him a psychopath? He got a mother, but when you white and you ain't have to live in this skin, it comes to appropriation at its finest. Like you get to a spot where you can describe it in a way that got us looking at it, then got us talking about it because he ain't part of it. Then you know what I'm saying? Then it just spins back to that self-hate shit. Like, nah, why you ain't there? Because when the white dude said it's so enticing to other white people, because first the white people are like, oh my God, I can't believe he said that. Then they're like, oh my God, these guys, you know what I'm saying? They get to a movie. So like it comes off sexy and tantalizing because of the culture vulture aspect of it, because of the assumption that he's allowed to make. And it's called accurate information because he hides it behind the days of news. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. No, for sure. I get it. Like, for me, again, like, I'm in a tricky place. I'm from Canada, right? So like even that, like, I've had people saying all the time, hey, well, you can't talk on our culture. And I'm like, bro, like, what? Like, I'm like, what is the actual culture? Like, I'm black. I would figure that.
That's the thing too. Everybody protects their culture except for us.
But they look at Toronto people, Canadians, crazy. Like, yo, we shouldn't be talking about hip hop or certain hip hop things that happen. And I'm just like, why not?
That's
I don't think it's.
another thing.
I don't think it's.
We're not discussing hip hop.
I don't think. Yeah, I don't think it's a hip hop thing. It's a thing where we were put in a bad position. Jim Crow, cattle slavery, things like that. It's like there's a reason why the South Side of Chicago is the South Side of Chicago. There's a reason why Birmingham, Alabama is Birmingham, Alabama. There's a reason why Watson Compton and all that is Watson Compton. And that's not, it's not the same effect from somebody coming from Toronto. Like Kendrick tried to learn niggas. Like, yo, he explained Atlantis. There's a reason why these places are these places and why redlining. Like, dude, I don't know. I'm not from Canada. I don't know if Canada had redlining. Did they?
Listen,
couldn't tell you. I don't even know. You know,
they got the Canadian shit
happening live and in person.
Essentially, it looks sexy and it makes money off of it.
Sorry to cut you guys, but this is the reason why I like to tap into these things, right? Because I'm not informed about American culture or just these things in general, right? So I like to get on these platforms, especially people like Mecca that's really gonna like inform you about stuff, not just gonna come and argue. But this is real informative shit.
So to Africa making.
Yeah, so I like,
I just think
stop Trap Lord.
Come on up and talk about it.
And who's
No,
next?
Everybody
What
over
about the
here,
next guy?
Albanian rapper, you would know that
Joe,
feeling, like
Joe,
not too white to be white, not black enough to be
Varsity
black. Like, you know what I mean?
everybody who's
Yeah,
over
but
here,
like my boy
please
said,
pull
he
up,
said I
especially
can't
if you
take
have
my
this
fitted off
you
and stop
really
being
like to
black.
talk.
Facts. You
Facts.
feel me?
Yeah,
Bio, folks, links in the bios right
you
there.
know,
Please
and
pull
I don't know.
up. Let's
I
have a
try to like when I make music, try not to influence. Like I got a son. I think it's stupid. Future rapped about drugs and he don't do them. Like that shit corny.
yeah, yeah, and that's the thing is we're at a divide where it's like you either if you fuck with the extreme or you fuck with the knowledge. You
Word.
know, like,
Why
it's
can't
a
it be
big
both
divide.
though? I have a tendency to give both
But
to my
why, that's
music.
what I'm saying. Why can't it be both?
I
Why
give
can't
both
it be
to
the
my
yin and the
music.
yang?
That's what I was just saying. I give both because
Well,
energy go
well,
positive and negative.
to be to B's point.
hold on.
Yeah.
Albanian, hold on. It can be both. It can be both. But you have to answer for what comes with both.
Facts.
You just have to
That's
be
why I try
willing
not to lie.
and take it. Like whatever happens, whatever path you decide, please understand that it comes with consequences. All of them do. The positive path, the negative path, they all come with consequences. You cannot escape them.
That's
All I
why
ask is that if this is what you're gonna do, we can do both. We should do both.
I
We're
give both
both
of my music. I just try
it
not to
comes
lie.
Well, the
Like
problem like with doing both
like
is the problem with
like
doing both
y'all's.
is somebody's going to say that's why I let you sleep on the couch. It gets a little too
No,
So
but
personal.
that's why I don't lie. I rap about how I slept on his couch.
Yeah, yeah, I fuck with that.
That doesn't exist when you lie. So if you hear my rap and you ask me about something, I can give you an actual situation and people to match that. Like I know how to talk about my bottoms and my top. Like you know what I'm saying? How to be even, how to give good and give back, give balling out and give the time I slept in the fucking train station. I'll try not to lie. That's what separates the two.
I fuck with that heavy, man. That's really where
uh,
we need to be. You right
and
there.
a good example of you got to handle the consequences. When Joey Badass and Troy Ave were going at it, it's like, yo, y'all talking about this weirdo, this, that, and the third, and he went one way, and we seen how that played out,
put a
and
stream
then
yard bio.
Joey went another way, and he went like,
Going up to the bio. The link to the stream yard is right there. It's right there for.
I've had an
I actually
interaction
had
like
the
that
link
with
pinned over
an industry artist.
home. That shit vanished.
They say for every
But
rapper
the
that
link
won, there's a
is
rapper that
live
lost.
in
So
the
Cousin Stiz won
um
in Boston. I took the
all
L.
over
You
to my
feel me?
bio. Links
So
right
I've
there.
been there. What you talking about?
Monday, say it to my face, Trap Law Ross. It's all written right there. Please pull up. Albanian, are you talking? Because you're on mute.
Oh my bad. I was just trying not to interrupt him. But the question is, if you stop Trap Lord today, what's to stop somebody tomorrow hiding behind AI?
You gotta break his jaw and tell him he's not black.
Absolutely nothing except for us deciding and being unified and we're not fucking with that. We're not giving
We're
that
not
no
watching
energy,
it.
no attention.
No
Right. We're not
interviews.
jacking
If you
all
see him,
that shit.
scare him because you got black privilege to scare him. He gonna run. He white. He
and,
not from the culture.
and
I,
I don't think Matt was trying to stop Trap Lord. I think
Nah.
he was trying to point
Hold them
out like,
accountable.
Appropriation. Stop the
yeah,
appropriation.
this
I was at
this can this
I
can
was at
lead to bad stuff.
I'm not here to tell anyone what to do with their life and time. I
Facts.
can't judge you. I can't
right.
stop you. I can't pay you. I can't pay your bills if this is what you've come. It's the same reason why somebody tells me they're selling drugs. I have a real hard time telling them, well, go get a job, stop selling drugs. I don't know what your life is like. I have no idea what
But
you did.
Get him. No.
But
and
can you deal with the consequences of what's gonna come from this action?
some people can because they can disengage from it, like a Trap Lord Ross, like a academics, like a Vlad TV. They can disengage from the consequences that they might have. Like, dog, how many people in Chicago, like, how many kids loved King Von or loved
I wrap this up and
FBG Duck or somebody, and it was like,
I'm on
oh,
over.
those is the people that did that to them.
So I
Ma-
do.
I, they watch a video from Track Lord Ross. Oh, those is who did that. Or they watch an academics video and they love Lil Reese. Oh, that's who did that. The shot at Lil Reese, and they right here on my corner. Like that's real.
It's not. I won't call it irresponsible journalism, but I will say that there's a certain lack of forethought, or there's a certain lack of knowledge that lets you operate out of ignorance, and that becomes dangerous for the people who can't escape or can't disassociate or can't go back to England or go back to a gated community. It gets a little dangerous when you got to be really careful. I'm a journalist. You know how many secrets I have in my head that I've never talked about? How many things I've heard that I've never mentioned before? Do you know what would happen if I just let the floodgates out and decided that because this will get me clicks and because there's going to be a million views, I'm just going to say all this ridiculously reckless shit and never have to deal with the consequences? The problem is, I still live here. I am going to have to deal with the consequences. I still exist in this industry. I am going to have to deal with
the UK.
Somebody's gonna see me. I can't fly off to wherever the fuck and just be out of the way and be safe. If I drop a bombshell, the people who are gonna have to deal with it are gonna have to deal with it. I don't do that.
I got a funny question though. I wonder if he had the Harry Potter glasses on, like way back. You know what I mean? Like, or he just put that on to throw people off.
Anything.
Nah, those are actually new still.
That's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking he's throwing people off with that.
Even back to what you were saying, like the big thing is, and I always see Vlad always talking about, why do you stay in your city? This, that, and the third. I told FBG Doug to get out of his city. Boosie told me he had to get out of his city. This, that, and the third. The dude, even before the documentary, Von carried that same energy to another city and
got killed.
So it's like it's not it.
My question was always, who said something to him? Somebody had to juice him up to make him go outside. There we go again, inciting that horrible shit. And then when he gets shot, you know what I'm saying? It's like, how long are we gonna eat ourselves? And then you look at Trap Lil Ross, then he gonna eat us. Cause if we're gonna eat ourselves, how we gonna say something to him? Like, I get it, but that's it in a nutshell. It's like, you know what I'm saying? Those situations, those events, literally summarize this shit.
No, but no, this is what I say to that. This is what I say to that. Okay, I got you.
Sick, let me answer that question. Vaughn was unwell. Vaughn had issues. Vaughn's not a well man. You're applying logic to somebody who wasn't using it. Vaughn wasn't well. Vaughn,
that's what I was going to say.
That's real.
And I'm not a psychologist. I never sat down with the man. But the actions alone tells me that he might have been a sociopath. He might not
trying to prove something to nobody with all that money.
I don't think he was trying to prove anything. I just don't think Vaughn had value in human life, and we saw it. Now the real question,
even deeper than that, like even deeper than what I'm saying.
Wait a minute. Can I just get this one out? This one, right?
Let me finish this. The real question that I want people to ask, or the real thing I want people to see, is that a sociopath got a record deal. Somebody who was that unwell was given license to make music and make money and make a fortune. A sociopath, somebody who was not well. The line is so blurred and the division is so thin between people who are telling stories and people who are doing what they feel they have to do, and somebody who has no conscience in killing whatsoever, whether good or bad, they don't see the difference. That guy got a record deal.
We gotta blame them. Like, you gotta blame the record. Like, I don't want to toot my own horn, but I don't make that music. I don't make drill shit. But then when you bring it to somebody, they want what's hot. Like, I don't, as a struggling artist, that shit you just said is it in a nutshell, and I don't know how to overcome it because they like violence and shit. They don't want it. I don't.
Again, we as a people, and human beings as a race, we have a problem with our love of violence and death and foul shit. That's just and unfortunately, creatives find it really, really difficult to find fans of positive shit. It's super difficult. So I don't blame you. I completely understand. Trust me, as many dope ass talented artists that I know who can't seem to get a foothold in this business because they're not talking about that shit. It's not a cool thing.
That's us again. All we need is some investment money. Anything could be sold with the right amount of money in the promo. So who's investing in it?
This is the thing. Admittedly, he said this a bunch of times, and Dirk said it. I didn't start rapping until I had 2 murder cases and I was sitting in jail. So everybody knows there's industry plants in the music industry. Who is to say that, yo, we looked at his rap sheet, he's connected to Dirk. Let's look at these crowd. Like, who is to say that he even was writing this?
That's a whole different story.
That's a serious.
So what? No, but what I'm saying is, they planted a psychopath, like you said, a sociopath. He was off. He was off.
But we supporting it. You playing it.
No. I did. I never listened to Vaughn. But
I'm just saying the people.
But what I'm saying is, this is what I'm saying. Hold on. This is what I'm saying. The clip that released today, Math was saying, yo, they take insurance policies out on these rappers. So if this kid grew up with Vaughn, we can get a good writer for him to write these really good songs. And then he's a target because he is a killer. He is a sociopath. He's a psychopath, and we can cash out on his catalog and his
That just goes to Mecca's point about fucking Trap Lil Ross. Here they go appropriating, even if death is the end because I'm asking for it in my songs, they're gonna find a way to profit.
Okay,
which is why
somebody from the trenches that fuck with Vaughn though, because like I put on Vaughn's music and it reminded me of times that he got me through shit, or like Dirk got me through shit, and then I'm in a whole different space now. I should be listening.
There's no murder music that got me through shit.
But all I'm saying is, for every Dirk, there's an artist that did it more authentic. You went looking for that. If you go for that energy in the planet, you're gonna find that.
Yeah, 100%.
That's fact.
100%. But like this shit that like Dirk was saying, like I was. He's like, I fell down to my knees when the law came, or like, Vaughn.
But Dirk has evolved. That's the thing.
So my question is this: time out. This is my question. How can you let a nigga like that lead you when he found God in jail? Says I check a nigga character, like he fall to his knees, alhamdulillah, like he getting there now, but it's in jail. What do you do in jail? But you know what I'm saying? So like, I get a question the ethics of the people. You can say and talk to me and say you feel me, the things I say, but they won't play my music because I don't reflect the cash or make you envy me first, then make you fall in love with my music second.
That's another thing.
Chill for a second. Chill.
Right.
The issue is, and what you're dealing with is, because I've heard this a million times. What you're dealing with is authenticity issue. What I will remind you is, you just might be built different than the average cat. You just might have, and here are the consequences for being who you are. Right?
It sucked. I thought they told me real niggas win.
I know it ain't great, but these are the consequences for being who you are. Guys, listen, I gotta we've been on over an hour.
We out, Mac.
Because I can't
go check the music, Spotify, iTunes, sick biz.
You heard the man. I can't seem to find anybody who actually disagrees with me. Everybody who
the culture is shifting, that's a good thing.
No,
I mean, I
because
didn't fully agree. I didn't fully agree.
I want to talk to the other ones.
You're gonna have to go find some white people. I think black people's conscience shifting. Colored people, us people. Yeah.
I got plenty of white people who are not vultures, who rock, who are like here for the good. And I don't even know what Trap Lord Ross's real intentions are, but I'm not gonna hold that brother to nothing other than anything else.
His intentions is to
speak as if I know what his heart is, because I don't. I said it during the episode. I don't think you wake up every day looking to screw over black people, but at the same time, hear the questions that I have. I just wanted to address people who had an issue with whatever it was, and I'll be doing this again. I'm actually gonna make this all
I like to get into why Dirk and Vaughn is needed in the game. You know.
Well,
Needed.
bro, stop, because we'll end up in the tangent for another hour, and I can't do it.
Yo, Mecca,
Everybody be safe.
Mecca,
Y'all
I'm
catch
still
me
waiting for my
good.
interview.
Gutsy, we'll talk. I got you. We'll talk
All
about
right.
it.
I appreciate
Oh,
you,
y'all
man.
catch me
Appreciate
safe.
all you guys, man.
Big biz, yo. That's what's up, man. Keep that shit.
Love.
Appreciate y'all here.
See you guys.
All right.